Namaste students. Today we are discussing about the extended version of the last video. We understand that matter is made up of material. Material is made up of different substances, and what is the basic form of all substances is atom or a molecule or a compound. How molecule or a compound are formed, that is we are going to understand in this video. Remember, atom is the basis for all the um, substance. That atom, you, when how it is going to increase its size from it undergo chemical reaction to form a molecule or a compound. So that the formation of a molecule or a compound, that we are understanding in here. These molecules are a compound, they form a chemical bonding. Those type of chemical bonding we are going to understand in this video. We already discussed in the last class that an atom is the building block of all the substances. Atom is the simplest form of all the substances. It consists of centrally nucleus, and the electrons are revolving around the nucleus, so in a particular orbit. So this nucleus contains protons and neutrons. Protons are positively charged and neutrons are neutrally charged, and the electrons are negatively charged. If an atom is said to be balanced, stable, remember the number of protons is equal to the number of electrons. What is atomic number? Atomic number is either number of protons or number of electrons. If these two are balanced, means these two are in same number, then the atom is said to be neutral and stable. So here are some of the atoms. Hydrogen consists of only one electron. Its atomic number is, it contains only one proton and one electron. So its atomic number is 1. Atomic mass is 2. 1 plus 1. New proton, only one. Atomic number and mass number is only 1 because it does not contain neutron. So whereas lithium, its atomic number is 3, because it contains 3 atoms and 3 protons. So like this, the carbon is atomic number is 4. How do you consider 4? Because the valence is 4 here. Carbon contains 4 electrons at the outer orbital and center at the nucleus. This is, the electrons are revolving in a particular orbit. So here nitrogen atom, in the first orbit 2 electron, second orbit there are about 4 electrons. It should be 5 electrons. Magnesium, sodium, magnesium. So here are some of the atoms, and these are called shell, particular type of shell. Last class we discussed that atom is at the center. In an atom, nucleus is at the center and the electrons are revolving in a particular type of shells, or main shells, orbits. These are called K, L, M, N and OP. So when these electrons are revolving in a fixed position, these shells are also known as energy levels. And there is a strong forces of attraction between the nucleus and the electrons. There is a binding force that bind the nucleus and the electrons together, so that they are revolving in a particular type of orbit or a shell or energy levels. The forces between the nucleus and the um, orbit or the shell which is nearer to nucleus is more as compared to the lateral side. Here the attraction or the forces held between nucleus and the orbit, here it is very less, here it is much less. So The forces held that held the atoms and the electrons together is more at the orbit which is nearer to nucleus, and the one which is far from the nucleus is less. That is the reason why they undergo chemical reaction. The ones which are at the outer layer, outer energy level of an atom are also known as valence electrons, and the shell is known as valence shell. Here I have given one atom X, any, it can be anything. It has centrally nucleus and the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. The forces between the nucleus and the electron is higher in case of the orbital, or the energy level or a shell is higher here, which is lower, and it is lower. So this is the reason why it is freely it can give, it can readily give or accept electrons. That is the reason why they form bond, they readily form bonds. Understand? So here, so these electrons are very important, and these are called valence electrons. These are the only ones which undergo chemical bonding. Chemical bonding idea is to form a stable configuration, to attain a stable configuration. If it is not stable, you are considering here it contains only one electron. If this electron is removed, the atom is said to be stable, so that it is ready to, this atom is ready to give its one electron to attain a stable state. That is the main basis for the formation of a chemical bond. So what is chemical bond? It refers to the formation of chemical bond between two or more atoms or molecules or ions to give a compound, to attain a stable electronic configuration. Means here are two, this can hold only two electrons, this can only hold eight electrons. So this is less, if it having eight electrons at the orbital, it is stable, it will attain a stable state. If this atom lose its electron at the valence shell or the outermost shell, it can become a stable configuration, so that it can become stable means it will not undergo any further reaction anymore. That is the basis for the formation of a chemical bond. So valence electrons are involved in the formation of chemical bond to attain a stable state or inert state. So there are different types of chemical bonding. One is covalent bonding, ionic bonding, and metallic bonding. What is covalent bonding? Covalent bonding is formed by sharing the electron, valence electron, between the two atoms to form a molecule. Whereas ionic, they donate an electron is present in the valence shell, other one accept the electron donated by the other atom to form a ionic bond. Covalent bond is formed by sharing the valence electrons between the two atoms to form a molecule, whereas ionic bond is formed by sharing the valence electron, the electron present in the outermost orbital. For example, here the atom, this one will give one electron, donate one electron to this atom, so that this atom can attain stable. By donating this electron, this atom also becomes stable, so that they can combine it together to form a ionic bond. Covalent bonds are formed by sharing the valence shell electrons. Ionic bonds are formed by donating electron from one atom to the other. This is the beautiful notation of formation of a covalent bond. This is the notation for the formation of a ionic bond. There is another bond called metallic bond. This only exhibit in uh, metals, pure metals. We already told, remember, this is a free electron because the forces held that is responsible for this, he will be less as compared to this one. The forces that held together between atoms and nucleus and an orbital here, which is nearer, is very high, whereas this here it is very less and it decreases. As a result, this can readily go out or donate electron. That is the reason why we observe the formation of chemical bond, whereas here the forces that exert on the outer layer, outer orbital, outer shell is very less. That is why it can move freely. The electrons present in the valence shell in case of metals is readily move free. It is free to move. As a result, you see the figure here, the electrons present in the outermost orbital is ready freely moving. That is the reason why the bond is formed between the two metal atoms is a metallic bond. It exhibits only present in only metals. It is only present in metals. In metallic bond is only present within the metal and not anywhere else. That is why it is a particular type of bonding. That is why they have given the name a metallic bonding. So here I have given the example for the ionic bonding. Ionic bonding here, sodium atomic number is 11. Sodium contains 11 protons and 11 electrons. So atomic number is either 11. Atomic number of sodium is 11 because it contains number of protons 11, number of electrons 11, and the electrons present in the outermost orbital is only one. So it can readily give an electron to electron accepting atom. If it donates an electron to another atom, give another atom, so it will become stable. If this atom accept electron, it will become stable, so that both atoms can become stable. So by this, the compound formed by this is known as ionic bonding. So here sodium is donating an electron to chlorine, so that it can both can attain a stable structure. That is the main idea. Since here sodium is donating an electron to chloride, that is why sodium NF become sodium become sodium plus, and Cl become atom become minus chloride minus. So these two react to form a sodium chloride. It is a ionic compound. Other examples for ionic compounds are sodium chloride, potassium sulfide, magnesium oxide magnesium oxide and calcium iodide and aluminum oxide. So these are examples for the ionic bond. Next we come to covalent bond. We already know covalent bond is formed by sharing the outermost electron or sharing the electron present in the outermost orbital. So remember, covalent bonding is only formed in homoatomic molecules. These atoms are same, whereas ionic bonds are formed between two different atoms. Ionic bond is formed between two different atoms. Covalent bond is formed between the same atoms to form a molecule. This we call as a compound. Sodium chloride is a compound. This we call it as a atom molecule, because two atoms of same, so they combined to form a molecule. So here hydrogen and hydrogen combine to form hydrogen molecule. Here nitrogen and nitrogen are combined to form a molecule like this fluorine molecule, carbon dioxide. These are the examples for the formation of a molecule. So what is the difference between covalent bond and ionic bond? Ionic bond is formed between a metal and a non-metal. It is formed because of transferring of electrons. Ionic bonds conduct electricity in when it is dissolved in a water or a aqueous condition, it makes crystals, whereas covalent bond is formed between non metals or two homo atoms, atoms of uh, same and sharing of electron. They do not conduct electricity, and they can exist in solid, liquid or gas. Ionic bonds only form solid crystals. So here is an example for the metallic bond. Metallic bond, how it is formed? Metallic bond is a particular type of bonding that is present only in metals, and the electrons are freely moving, freely moving. The free electrons which do not have any control by the nucleus, they can move freely here. So they can move freely here, and they can make a bond, particular type of weak bonding. So that is known as a metallic bonding. Copper releases two electron, and zinc also releases two electron, two free electrons. This, remember, this only exhibit present in metals. So in this lesson we understand what are the basis for the formation of chemical bonding, that is covalent bonding, ionic bonding and metallic bonding. These bonds are the responsible for the formation of a molecule or a compound. Atom forms a molecule or a compound, and by this we the things becomes from smaller to larger. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me or message me. So thank you for listening this video.